How did this, I mean, you must have gone through a lot of stress with this, and probably still are. How has this affected you emotionally?
It's definitely a deep feeling and a deep concern. It's one that doesn't go away quickly or easily. I know I visited some classes last week and spoke to some students at different levels, and I could tell as I was talking to them that everybody was caught in an emotional situation here, and one that doesn't go away easily. I'm just thankful that we have what looks to be a viable solution, and tomorrow night we'll tell that story.
Let's hope so. Going to tomorrow night, what do you think is going to happen if the contract is rejected by the alderman?
Well, if the contract's rejected, we'll have I guess, another crisis on our hands. I'm hopeful. I know that a lot of people have been working very hard. Give credit to the Board of Education, which has been working very hard on this, both in its board meetings and in its deliberations and its communications throughout the city. The Board of Aldermen have been working. The mayor has been working very hard on this. The Chamber of Commerce, in hosting its breakfast and its presentation of points of view, has also been very, very helpful. Businessmen have come forward. So a lot of people are focused on this, and I think we'll see the right thing happen tomorrow night.
So through these seemingly everlasting contract negotiations, who do you believe is most affected by this?
Well, I feel most for students, because the students are the ones who need to have uninterrupted education. I mean, we have we're here because of students. We're here for their lives. We're here for their growth, and that's why teachers want to be teachers. They want to see students learn. They love to see students grow. They love to see them successful, and they love to have students come back and talk to them after they've left the buildings in which they teach and study, and tell them what a great experience it was to be together with them. So students have been the most affected by this, and that's why this has to be solved, and adults have to solve these issues for the students. I mean, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. So, and then of course the teachers have been highly affected as well.
Now, do you think this academic school year has been negatively affected by the whole situation?
You could say that, I guess, but there's been I know at least at the high school level, there's been a lot more debate about what this means, what do contract negotiations mean. I know when I went through high school 40 years ago or 50 years ago, whenever it was, I knew nothing about contracts, about labor disputes, about things like that. I don't think I ever met my superintendent, and hardly even the principal. It was a large school, but I think that there's been a lot of engagement, and while we certainly wouldn't want to wish this kind of situation on a community and don't want this situation in Nashua, it is one in which a lot of people have focused learning energy and have found out a lot more, not just about contracts, but about relationships within the city, about what boards are, about what politicians can do. And I bet we'll see, and here, media, your own programs here, all of these things have grown through this. So while it's not something we'd ever wish on ourselves again, it probably has heightened awareness about a lot of different things. And
through the last couple of weeks, students have been really shut out from what's been going on. The teachers have kept quiet about everything. Do you feel the students have a right to know what's going on?
Well, yes, I think everybody has a right to know. But the one issue that comes up during negotiations, and we saw it come up with the aldermanic meeting on that Sunday at the Hottel, was some things in negotiations have to be non-public. I mean, that's just the nature of negotiations. Yeah. So until things, and at different stages, different needs for non-public information arise. So it's kind of a delicate situation. Yes, you guys should have all the information you could possibly legally want, but there are probably situations that arise along the way that contain information that the public can't get right away.
What are your hopes for tomorrow's meeting?
I hope that the aldermen will pass the contract, fund the contract, and that we'll have a contract that will allow us to go forward for at least the next 3 years. It's a 5-year contract, but last year was the first year, so allow us to go forward for the next 3 years with everyone focused and ready to do their job and learn and teach.
And how do you think, depending on what happens tomorrow, whether it goes either way, how will the next academic year and academic years to follow, how will that be influence in the school district?
Well, I think we'll have with a teacher contract and with everybody 100% back focused on students, we'll see a real growth in Nashua we've been waiting for this kind of potential growth now for a couple of years. We've had issues with the superintendent, with the previous superintendent. We've had issues with funding contracts. We have a new mayor. We have a Board of Education that is very interested in strategic planning. We have some Board of Aldermen who are supporting that, so and supporting the funding that will be required for Nashua to have strategic plans and grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll see in the next couple of years a really renewed focus on professional development for teachers, more and different classes for students. I think we'll see a heightened achievement in Nashua.
Mm-hmm. So what is your educational vision for the city of Nashua to close out?
I believe that Nashua we have all the resources we need with our teachers 100% back focused on students, and with the great facilities that Nashua has. I think we're really ready to grow in areas of education for a diverse population, that is getting more of our students involved in CTE courses, getting more of our students involved in advanced placement courses, really through focusing again and more strongly on our guidance program, getting our students in better relationships with the top colleges in the country, so that we can see our students going to the best colleges, getting into those colleges, and I think what we're going to find is that Nashua has so many resources ready and poised that it's going to be a burgeoning growth coming
Mm-hmm.
up in the next year to 3 years.